Hello there gorgeous gamers, and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and we've got a little preview for you, and it's for Rustler. And we're doing this preview as a listicle, because who doesn't love a nice, lazy list? Let's get on with it. The setup is that you play as Guy, a young up-and-coming thug who is entering the Great Tournament, where the prize is a woman. A princess woman, to be exact. She's royalty, and she's up for grabs. Ooh, that is a poorly worded sentence, but 10 years ago, I'd have gotten away with it. You and your mate, conveniently named Buddy, want you some of that prize, so you both set off to win the tournament by forming alliances, double-crossing your enemies, and much more. Rustler will play nicer on PS5 and Xbox Series XS, about 30 frames nicer to be precise. The open-world, old-timey crime game will run at 30 FPS on the last-gen consoles, PS4 and Xbox One, and that includes the Nintendo Switch too. On PS5, Xbox Series XS and PC, you'll be rolling in ye old horse-drawn wagon at 60 FPS. Nice. If you were hoping to go on some medieval antics with your mates, you'll have to stick to the LARP games, you bloody nerd. Rustler doesn't have any multiplayer support, and there's no plan at present to add any. The reason is that just 10% of early testers wanted the feature, so the developer, Jutsu Games, did not pursue it. Fair enough. The game's developer has stated that the game is obviously inspired by the earlier GTA games, and it's a homage of sorts to GTA 2, though it looks a lot more like GTA Chinatown Wars, I think you will agree. As such, it's a funny little game that's full of humour, inspired by the likes of Monty Python. The game is full of references and cheeky nods, and it's certainly not going for historical accuracy. It's a comical game that's playful with its content. The cops riding horses have red and blue lights for Christ's sake, so of course it's not going for historical accuracy. I think back then they used orange lights or something, I think. What modern game dares to release these days without some light RPG elements? If your game doesn't have leveling up or stats, you're asking for failure. Rustler is not asking for failure, because it does indeed have a bunch of stats that you can upgrade as you level up your thug, who looks a lot like the main character in Bully, don't you reckon? You can indeed pimp your horse, and I mean that in the way Exhibit would pimp a ride, not the other way. Though there is a market for a certain kind of horse lover, but that's for another kind of tube. The point is, you can doll up your horse and make it the prettiest trotter in all of the kingdom, and maybe the fastest. You can even hustle on the side by running your own taxi service. Just make sure your horse doesn't have the squits. Rustler is set in a time before Spotify and the world's best rock band, The Killers. You can't deny it, they are the best. Fight me. But there will still be some music in the game, and it'll be a mix of rock and hip-hop and everything in between. The funny part is that to change the in-game music, you need to punch the bard who is playing it. I can't guarantee that when our review comes around, it won't be 10 minutes of me beating the crap out of some poor bugger. I just love the silly things. And there you have it, 7 cool things we've learned about Rustler, the upcoming old-timey GTA. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, comment, like, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. We do good stuff. The info box has our special links, so give them a quick look before you put me back into your pocket. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, bye bye.